2 days ago, the Indian Army carried out some operations across the Myanmar border. These attacks followed the ambush of a battalion of the Dogra regiment, in which 18 of our soldiers were killed. Though full details are not known, but there are indications that in these raids, anything from 50 to 100 militants and insurgents were killed across the Myanmar border. Since our soldiers had been killed, I think these raids were absolutely justified. But what is not justified are the unsubstantiated claims that we have made on the number of militants killed, and also the fact that we have inflicted heavy damage on the militants. What should be ensured in these raids is that the civilians are not killed, because if civilians are killed, this would add to the ranks of the insurgents and the militants. Also, in case civilians are killed, in case there is collateral damage, our relations with our neighboring countries could be spoiled. Since these raids were carried out by the special forces of the Indian Army, I think full details should not have been divulged. It is surprising that not only the details of the number of the unit which was involved has been given out, but also photographs have been distributed on these operations. This is actually very childish. These things are never done whenever special forces are involved. I also wish to actually sound a word of caution on making unsubstantiated claims. This is because of the past experience. I have it from very reliable sources that way back in 1981, one of such operations was actually messed up. The operation went all wrong. This was when a camp of a Bihar regiment, a battalion of the Bihar regiment, was actually raided by the insurgents, who took away the weapons and also the food items. After that, it was decided to make raids across the border. So a battalion of a mountain brigade, which was then based in Tezu, was loaned to an artillery brigade, and with the help of a guide, operations were carried out across the border. With the help of the guide, they raided what they thought was a militant or an insurgent camp, but it finally later dawned that what they had actually raided was a village. They killed some villagers, apprehended some more, and brought them back to the Indian side. Among those people who were brought to the Indian side was the headman of the village. Initially, because there was a language barrier, the unit thought that they had hit upon major success. It was only later when the Burmese authorities objected. They raised objections and they protested that what came out was that they had actually raided just a village, not a militant camp. Of course, there was a major cover-up operation, and the commanding officer of the unit was given a Vashisht Seva medal, a VSM. He, of course, later rose to a very senior rank of the Indian Army. I am deliberately not giving out names because this could actually embarrass a lot of people. But since we are now in the process of carrying out similar raids across the border, it would be well worth it to look into our records and go into details as to how this operation was messed up, so that we don't make such mistakes again.